Hello friends and welcome back to the channel for war number 8 of season 46. Today we have a matchup against Old Driver. Haven't fought these guys since all the way back in season 38, which was my very first season here in SSX, so it has been quite some time. Team today, Chee'ilth, Lady Deathstrike, and Hulk for a synergy. We have a pair of hazard shift fights that we're going to be taking with Chee'ilth today. Starting off on path 9, we are not going to be taking this onslaught. That's going to be taken for us, so we're going to scoot right past him all the way up to this Joe FIXIT. This is a very common placement, and I think this is the third time we have fought Joe FIXIT on this specific node this season. I think maybe the 4th or 5th overall time that we've fought a hazard shift Joe FIXIT anywhere on the map. So with Power Focus 1, the strategy here is to block bait after a 4-hit combo and push him to a special 2. You do not want him to throw a special 1 under any circumstances. You also don't want to take a heavy to the face. I'm pretty sure it was my fault. I was late on the decks there. We're sticking to the SP2 only because of the Power Focus node here. With the Hulk synergy, it's a lot safer to just use the special 1s, and if it weren't for that Power Focus, I would be a bit more liberal with doing so. But the primary focus in this fight, again, is to make sure that he doesn't throw that special 1 and you push him to the special 2. Since Joe FIXIT is a Gamma champ, our bleeds are doing extra damage. Some of those hazard shift debuffs are sneaking through, so we are going to have to pot up, but again, that part is pretty much unavoidable between, whatever sneaks through the cleanses is just going to happen. So alright, up in section 2, we're going to be on path 6. We have a rank 3 bishop here on node 24 with a bunch of nodes that we basically counter automatically by using a tech champ that doesn't apply shock. Not that you want to apply shock to bishop anyways. So the strategy here is very similar to in the previous fight. We want to block bait after 4-hit combos and push bishop to that special 2 as much as possible. We do not have incinerate immunity, so we can't afford to take a special 1 here. And then I think I mess up the first decks on this special 2 here. So we regenerate all of the hit damage, as you can see, but we are taking a bunch of incinerate damage, and that, again, that's just, a mistake on my part. I think we do successfully get up to Ferocity at this point here. So we have Ferocity active now, and then we are going to activate the pause mechanic with our special 2. So now we can successfully take a blocked hit or 2 and not lose our Ferocity, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. So I trigger a parry here, do a full 5-hit combo into the striker, and then we're going to push him back over 2 bars with our special 1. And now we still have Ferocity active, so all of our Ruptures are doing a bunch of extra damage here, and then one more dex of that special 2, and that finishes the fight. So pretty clean other than that one special 2 hit. Moving on, we have a Nick Fury here, non-ascended on node 33. I practiced this fight a bunch with Lady Deathstrike, and you do have to be a little cautious here because of her inflated combo count. So she's got those double mediums, and her special 1 has a bunch of hits too. So I actually found it a bit easier to keep Nick Fury out of his unblockable phase when he has, was it 14 or 15 plus tactical charges? Because you can see we can always just launch our special 1 and basically push him over 20. And I'd rather have the Fury buff on him than him be unblockable here. Another reason that I like using Lady Deathstrike here is that she has that bleed resistance, so if we do get tagged by an unblockable hit and he finishes the combo with a light hit, we're going to be mitigating a lot of that bleed damage, so that's nice to have. The other option here was Chee'ilth. I think Chee'ilth would have worked absolutely fine here as well. We would have just shrugged off the bleeds, but I thought Lady Deathstrike would be a little bit easier in terms of the combo here, so I think I make a mistake here, and I probably should have tried to finish the combo with a medium attack. There's a good chance that I could have heal blocked him immediately after destroying his LMD. Unfortunately, we are going to have to deal with his second life, though. Not a huge deal here. We have Ferocity active, but unfortunately we have to take a blocked hit to push him up to his special 2 again. And at this point, the fight is pretty much over. As soon as he launches the special 2, we're going to full combo into the special 1, and I'm pretty sure that finishes him off here. We're going to try and intercept here. He doesn't cooperate. Trying for a blind. Oh, no, we're just going to unblockable special 1. And then these Ruptures end up finishing him off. So again, very, very clean fight. Very happy with how that one went. Alright, up on the second mini-boss island, we have a Titania on 41. This is a very popular placement for her this season. So a couple things to remember here, and the first is that the root from the Scared Stiff node is a debuff, so Chee'ilth will shrug it off if she has a cleanse available. So you don't really have to worry too much about the root. At the start of the fight there, we are waiting out her haymakers and then trying to get an intercept off here. She's not cooperating very well, so I think I just have to dex the special one while rooted, so we get that off, and now we can kind of reset, work on getting an intercept off, and then go from there. So you definitely don't want to take a special 2 without that taunt active, because the special 2 dex, I'm not even sure it's possible while rooted, but the special 1 dex you can manage without too much difficulty. Spamming special 1s in that fight, because that will allow us to safely intercept her when she has her haymakers active. Obviously she won't take any damage from doing so, but we will be able to counter the unstoppable part, which is really important here. She's being a little bit more cooperative now, throwing those specials, letting us intercept her, and we do a pretty good job in this fight, I think. So heavy counter, her special 1. Probably should not have done an additional heavy in the corner there. You saw she resisted it with stand your ground, but I got the second hit through, so I lucked out a bit there. Again, heavy counter the special 1 for additional bleeds, and now she's pretty much dead. The special 1 is going to finish her off. So pretty clean. A little nervous about that fight going in, but I think I would be comfortable taking that again. Alright, this fight is an absolute mess. This is a Quicksilver on Hazard Shift. This was the main reason why I had the Hulk synergy here, just for those extra cleanses. So not only are the Hazard Shift debuffs going to trigger those cleanses, but his Whiplash debuffs are going to do it too. So we're going to end up taking quite a bit of damage in this fight. Also very difficult because you basically have to intercept him twice. Because of his natural evade, he will trigger the evade on that first intercept, and then you have to get a second one in before he gets a bar of power. I'm also not totally sure you can full dex the special 1 while rooted. So you see me dex like 2 out of the 3 hits, I think, typically. So right there, he waits out the taunt. This is like the second war in a row where I've had a champion wait out the taunt and then throw a special afterwards. So when that happens, there's literally nothing you can do. Very, very frustrating when the AI does that, but you know, I guess, you know, what are you gonna do, right? Gonna special intercept with the special 1 here. I probably shouldn't have done that because, again, now he has a bar of power, and we have an unblockable special coming up right to our face. Plus, we're taking a ton of hazard shift damage. So, yeah, this fight very, very messy. We are still ahead in the health battle here. I need to bait out the special 1. If you push him to special 2 without a taunt, you're gonna die straight up because there's just too many hits. It's completely undexable. And that's just the way it is. So trying to fish for another intercept there. We do get one off, and then this special 1, I think, comes close to killing him. Yeah, we have to take one more special on the block, and then a medium finishes off. So very, very dangerous fight there, but we got through it. Alright, my last fight of the war is a DANI MOONSTAR on 47. This is my least favorite node on the war map, and I really underestimated how annoying DANI would be here. So with power efficiency, she's going to constantly have a bar of power, which means in order to counter her unblockable specials, you need to rely heavily on Lady Deathstrike's second medium to apply that heal block. However, the problem here is that DANI routinely waits out the heal block and then throws her special 1 afterwards. So like right there, she waited it out through the special 1, and I was forced to take a couple of those hits right to the face. And that is not going to be the first time she does it. You don't really want to push her to the special 2 in this fight, which means you kind of have to rely on shortened combos. Again, you need to finish combos with that second medium. If you take an unblockable special 2 to the face, you're probably going to die immediately. So you really need to hope that she fires off those special 1s with some sort of consistency. So again, here you're seeing her back off, waiting until the heal block is up, and now I'm choosing to push her to the special 2 with a second medium and just taking the special 2 on the block, and you're going to see just how much block damage this ends up doing. So yeah, really, really frustrating AI in this fight. So again, shortened combo to apply the heal block. She fires that one off, thankfully. We are really, really behind in the health race here. Again, only like a double medium there. She's already back at a special 1. She's going to wait out this special 1, but I think the Daunteds end up falling off. So this one isn't too dangerous here, thankfully. Again, she's already back at a special, so this is kind of how the fight goes. You're doing very little damage. Right there, I hit into her illusion. That is a huge problem because she fires this special one, and the heal block falls off in the middle. She hits me with the last hit, applies those neuroshocks, and we end up giving up a death here. So very, very frustrating AI. Really a good example of how, no matter what you do, if you have an RPG counter for a fight, or if you play into the tactic, if the AI doesn't cooperate, you are going to die probably. So yeah. This is the cleanup. It goes a little bit better. We do end up losing a lot of our health and nearly giving up a second death, which is something I've never done to a fight in my time here at SSX. So yeah, very, very frustrating death, and I think this one in particular annoyed me more because it was my 4th death on the season, which of course is a high for me. But more so, it matches the total number of deaths that I've had in all of my prior seasons here in SSX. So I had 4 deaths across, 8 seasons or whatever it was, and now in just this season I have had 4. So I also talked last war video about how I've kind of just accepted that this is the new norm. Deaths are going to happen. They're going to happen with increased frequency. I think this kind of change is necessary for Tier 1 to thrive, not only for the health of the game mode, but for the mental health of the players. So I have noticed that I've been kind of getting over these deaths a lot faster than I have in previous seasons. And it helps knowing that, everybody pretty much across, other Master Alliances are dying at a higher rate than they have in previous seasons. So yeah, just, little commentary on where I'm at with dying this season. I don't know if it made sense or not. Probably should have thrown the special 3 there to end the fight. I think I was just a little gun shy and didn't want to give up a second death. So down she goes. We did end up taking the victory here. 6 kills for me, 1 death. Again, that is my 4th of the season, and our record has improved to 5-3. Not really sure if Old Driver is pushing or not. I don't know anybody over there, so I can't say with certainty, but shout out to them regardless. Folks, thank you very much for watching this one. If you enjoyed it, please let me know by hitting that like button, and as always, thank you very much for watching. See you again next time.